All right, so believe it or not, we are live. Hello, fifth graders. This is really weird. Like I'm talking to my computer, but I can't see you. So it's a little strange. Also, here's Miss Kazmarek.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
We miss you.
Yeah, we're practicing our social distancing today. Miss Dolan and Miss Clark, they're working from home. As much as we like to get kind of everybody kind of smashed into the same space, we're trying to make sure we kind of keep a safe distance, and we've got plenty of Clorox wipes and plenty of hand sanitizer too. So hopefully you guys are stocking up on this at home. Don't forget to keep washing that hands, all that stuff. So we're going to try to do a few, let me turn this way. We're going to try to do this a few times just over the next couple of weeks or however long this ends up going. We're going to try to bring in some guests from time to time, do some, give you guys a chance to ask some people some questions. We might have some guest readers. But, we also know that we would like to see you and hear from you. And, we know that you all would like to see us and hear from us too. So we're going to try these live streams just to, to kind of try to stay connected. I know we've been sending those emails to your parents every day, and it's been really cool to see a lot of the questions that you all have had, a lot of the things that you all have been working on. Some of you have been doing a great job of sharing all that work with us, which has been cool. We know some of you've been kind of making stuff that you'd like us to see. So we definitely want to try to stay connected as possible through kind of the end of this school year. So one of the things that you can do to kind of help us out a little bit, because right now we are literally just talking to a screen with a video recording of us on it, which is kind of strange. But one of the things that you all can do, because we want to hear from you right now, kind of down below this video, you'll see there's a link to a form, right? It should be, aren't you supposed to say a link in the description? Right, it's down there. And that's a form. We've actually got it pulled up right there. So if you all want, if you have questions, if you want to kind of add something in here that you'd like us to talk about or share about, you can go ahead and drop a question in there. We're like monitoring it live. I see 4 or 5 of you have already done that, which is really cool. So we'll try to answer some of those questions kind of as we go and as we talk about kind of everything today. Hopefully answer some of your questions you have. But Ms. Kay, do you have anything you want to say? I know I'm doing a lot of talking here.
That's
So
okay.
yeah.
We've all been working really hard,
Yeah.
and we all really do miss you all. So we're excited to see your questions, and we'll try to answer them the best that we can.
Yeah, this is kind of strange. Like I'm not usually usually I have my computer fixed where I can see the class, but it's kind of strange being here not seeing them sitting there. All right, cool. So starting to get some questions that come in. All right, so a few things. It's one of the questions that's on that form, and we've had about 45 people fill it out already, which is kind of cool for this live stream. We asked you all to share something new that you've been learning. And some of you, like you've been sharing some of your projects that you've been putting together. Some of you've been putting, sharing on there just new, math skills that you've been working on. But, you guys on this form have been doing some pretty cool stuff at home. You've been doing some of you have been learning how to crochet. You've been learning a lot about money. Like 4 or 5 of you said that you've been working out, which is kind of fun. Like, I kind of picture, yeah. I think Miss Kay could take you though. I don't know. We'll see about that. Probably my favorite response on this form, the question was, what's something new that you've learned how to do? And again, I'm not going to share names on here, but somebody put down, I learned how to break your phone. So I'm sure there's a story there. Don't know what that means. A lot of people have put down that they've learned how to cook. I don't know if that means like, we learned how to pour a bowl of cereal,
right.
Or if you've been actually helping your parents cooking. Actually, I take that back. I got a couple of emails from parents 2 nights ago on St. Patrick's Day of just
Right.
meals that they were having their kids cook at home, which is kind of
That's
cool.
so
It's
cool.
kind of neat. Kids, please keep helping your parents cook. Learn how to cook. Isn't that right, Miss Kay?
Yes, learn it. Good life skills.
Very good life skill. Some of the things that you guys have had on here, you've talked about how you've learned how to learn some stuff for math. A lot of you have been practicing that kind of stuff. Few people have been learning to speak a foreign language, cooking a scrambled egg. Some of you, I can tell, have been helping your parents with stuff around the house. Somebody built something with PVC pipe.
Wow.
Kind of, if that's
Impressive.
you, could you have your parents take a picture of that and send it to us? That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see what they built, like an
Right.
obstacle course
I love
or
it.
something. I don't know. Somebody got a Venus flytrap, and we have about 17 of these. They learned how to play Fortnite.
Oh, I'm sure.
Great, we love to hear that. Okay, but anyway, so probably the big question that we've been getting, and we know some of your parents have been asking this, and you've been asking your parents this too. This work that we're sending you and your parents kind of every day, how much of this work is required, which is a fair question, right? Well, right now, none of this is going to be graded. However, one thing that we're going to do when we get back, we do want to have a showcase where we kind of showcase kind of everybody's best work. So, as you're sitting at home, as you're doing some of these assignments around your house, your parents, they're the ones in charge of you. And if your parents say, hey, you need to sit down and work on this math assignment, if your parents say, hey, you need to read this next chapter of this book, you need to make sure that you do that. So we're trying to give your parents as many different options as possible of assignments that you guys can do at home, just so that way you can keep the learning going. So, are they optional? Some of them you could look at it this way. But at the same time, we really want to make sure that we're keeping the learning going. Oh, look who just walked in.
Wow, special guest.
I've been on a grocery run this morning.
Mr. Gallup, would you like to pop into our YouTube video? You want to come say hi?
It's live.
It's live, so now he's running away.
Step away.
I know, we're
Give him a-
six
give him-
feet.
Hey, how's
Yeah.
everyone doing this morning?
They can't hear you. Oh, they can hear you, but you can't see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping you guys are doing great. Are you liking all the work? I'm sure you are. They've worked hard to get that together for you.
Yep.
So.
So they're asking questions real time, which is kind of
Oh,
fun.
good. What questions have
Well,
we got?
the questions are right here. Right, a lot of questions on there that have kind of popped up. So,
Will this year end? Do you mean 2020 or just this school year?
we don't know the answer to that one because this is definitely unprecedented. This feels
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit strange.
Yeah, 2020 will end. We do
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, look, here's the student who said, "Can we assign more work?" I think we can do that.
Oh
I
gosh,
think.
yes, I'll go out and get stuff together right now.
All right, we'll have your parents swing by with a couple hundred pages of packets.
Oh yeah,
or
we'll go buy
something.
some extra books.
That'd be good.
Yeah, History of Life Volume 2, 3, and 4.
7, why
Yeah,
not?
oh my
4,000
gosh.
math sheets. Good job. Thank you to whoever that was. We appreciate that question being dropped in there. But no, so guys, please keep these questions coming because your parents are, if these questions come from your parents, typically we'll reply to those emails pretty quickly because we're kind of keeping office hours here. So if you all have any questions or if you don't know how to complete one of the assignments, please have your parents email us. Some of you have been posting in Google Classroom if your teacher's using that and kind of asking questions that way. All right, so kind of jumping through here. Some other questions that have come up kind of on this form. A lot of people are asking about the activities. Remember, all the questions that are, every assignment that we give you, we emailed your parents a link to what we're calling the virtual 5th grade site. Down the bottom of that, there's a little slideshow on there that has all the assignments that we've posted on there. So if you ever have questions about previous assignments or stuff you could be working on, that's on there too. I know a few of you are asking about IXL and Khan Academy. We've assigned some work on there that's kind of the required stuff that we'd like you to do for class. But there's tens of thousands of other videos and practices on there for 5th grade or even some of you 6th, 7th, or 8th grade work that if you want to go check out. There's lots of other stuff on there. Don't be afraid to go kind of above and beyond. Let's see. How long should we work on each subject? That's kind of up to you. For some of you, I would probably recommend between 45 minutes to an hour working on, maybe if like you're reading, right? We're trying to have them read a book every day. If you want to read for an hour, then work on some math stuff for an hour, but then you're like, man, I'm at this great part in the book. I'd love to go and finish it. Go ahead and finish that book up. Definitely want to make sure you've got kind of keeping the learning going. We don't really want to put a time limit or even like a minimum amount of time. For some of you, you've been sharing work with us all week, so that's been kind of cool.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah, please do it. Hey, Mom, I bet you I can answer 50 multiplication problems in 2 minutes. Quiz me, stuff like that. Some other questions that have kind of come up. Do we have a certain amount of minutes to read? I know a lot of you have seen like the Dear Abby form, that the virtual one that we've kind of sent. Probably between 30, 40, 50 minutes a day. We might change that time in the future. But if you need like a good book to read, or if you're like, man, I just don't have any books around my house. I'm trying to be socially distant, but at the same time connected. Have your parents email up to us, and we can send you guys some good book suggestions. If your parents have a Kindle, or if you have an iPad, there's actually a Kindle app that you could, kind of search for some good books on. Let's see. Kind of a few other questions on here. This is probably my favorite question. Could we or our parents make some of our own assignments for us? By all means, please have some of your parents, if your parents want to give you some extra work, please have them do that. Parents, did you hear me? If you're watching, you have our permission to make your kids do work at home. You agree?
I agree.
All right. So, alrighty. So we'll try to keep answering some of these questions as they come in. We'll try to get some of these out. The other question that's on this form, which I think is kind of cool, like we said, well, what's like a new skill that you want to learn? In other words, we might be home for a few weeks, we might be home for a few months, we just don't know yet. It's kind of all up in the air. Hopefully you're staying healthy. Oh, sorry. Hopefully you guys are staying healthy with that. But, a new skill that you want to learn, right? I think that's kind of important. A lot of people are saying they want to learn to cook. By all means, keep doing that. Eating healthy. We've got a few people that said they want to do like a personal record for running. I think that's kind of cool.
For me,
right?
it would be push-ups.
Push-ups. How many push-ups can you do right now?
Not too many.
Yeah, I can do like 2
That's
if I wanted
around
to.
what I can do.
Yeah, and then I'll pass out, hit the floor. So a lot of people are putting on there they want to learn to do some coding. I know you've got like access to these devices at home. There's a great site called code.org. Even Khan Academy has some coding stuff on it. A lot of people saying they want to learn how to take care of a dog. Few people said that they wanted to learn how to play guitar, pre-algebra. Spanish is kind of cool. If you want to learn any foreign language, there's this great website called Duolingo, which I'd recommend. You can log in with your school email account, Google account on there, and you can learn any language. See a few people working on how to do the rainbow trick in soccer, which I think I've done once in my life. That's where you kind of flip the ball over your head backwards. Somebody just said, do they want to see my feet again in my sandals? I'm not putting that on YouTube. Right? I want this video to get taken down. A lot more people saying learn how to cook. If you have your instrument at home, I know a lot of you take it home to practice. A lot of people want to do that. And I think there's still a few of you that have left your instrument here. If you would email your teacher, maybe we can set up a time where you can take that home. Maybe if it's a recorder, probably
Right,
not. I don't know.
right.
But some of the stuff here, you can reach out to us. We can, bring your instrument up to the office, and your parents can come and check that out. A lot of cooking. Be a good Fortnite player. I'm more of a Mario Kart guy myself. Undefeated. Y'all know that. Few people are. This is probably my favorite entry. Someone wants to learn how to open a pickle jar. Okay,
Right.
well, here's the trick. Let's pretend this is your pickle jar. Okay, you get a spoon, like a big metal spoon. You kind of tap the edge of it like this, get it to spin a little bit, then you can open it up. So there you go. Now you know how to open a pickle jar. All right. So, that form that's below here, we'll keep that open, and the next time we do one of these, we'll try to answer as kind of many of those questions as we can. We are going to do another video chat kind of conference thing like this next week. A friend of mine, she is a scientist at the University of California in Berkeley. She does a lot of stuff with outer space. She's my pick for someone who's probably going to end up working for NASA one day. She's really smart. She reached out to me 2 days ago and asked if she could kind of do some kind of like teleconferencing chat like this with our fifth graders. And I said, you're smarter than me, by all means. So next week, that'll be kind of the next hangout that we'll do like this. But we're going to need questions for her to answer. So I'm going to send your parents a form sometime over the next couple of days that you all can fill out. And any questions that you have, I'll just share the results of that form with her. So that way when we do the hangout, you all can answer it. All right. Did I miss anything?
No.
I think we've got...
Great questions.
Yeah, these are good questions. Good luck with the pickle jar, man. Good luck. Oh, good luck with the pickle jar there. One question that just came up. They said, when will we use our Wonders and Envision books? Not yet, but you will. Some of this work will eventually start to be like required, like, it's got to go on a report card. So when that stuff once we start assigning you stuff in there, that's like stuff that kind of needs to get done. So tomorrow, as you know, like would not be a school day, right? Because tomorrow it's March 20th, so we weren't going to be in school anyway. So, you will not be getting an email from us saying, here's the assignments we want your child to work on today. So your homework for tomorrow, like the stuff that we want you to do, and I really hope your parents are watching this because I want to make sure they hear this. Your homework for tomorrow is to help out as much as possible around the house. So you need to do things like do the dishes. Maybe you could make your mom or dad lunch, maybe a nice grilled cheese sandwich, anything like that. You could clean the bathrooms, clean the toilets, right? Just make sure you're using good get some gloves on. Do stuff around the house to help out. And if you've got a little baby brother, little baby sister, if you don't know how to change a diaper yet, I think now's a good time to do that. Don't you think?
Why not?
Yeah, so help out your parents. Do whatever you can do to kind of, I know it's hard to get out. Maybe you've gone for like a hike in the woods with your family or trying to avoid big open spaces. But definitely make sure you help your parents out because remember, they're really trying to keep you guys entertained and make sure that we kind of keep the learning at home. So, I think that's everything.
I think we have it.
All right, so I think YouTubers say go ahead and mash that like button. I don't know what side is on. Is it down there? Or I don't know where it is. And like and subscribe.
Right.
I think that's cool. All right. All right. Anyway, y'all. It's good to see you, even though we don't see you, but we hear from you on this forum. All right. Peace. Woo! Yay! All right. Bye.